because I heard about this place from I was a kid. My grandfather used to work here, and I think I fell in love with this place. So I came here. I was like, wow.
It's very rewarding. It's so great to be out here in the open, to enjoy nature as how it's supposed to be.
Rio Bravo is certainly one of the best examples in the world in conservation.
For Program for Belize, Rio Bravo is its flagship project for tropical conservation and sustainable development. Since its inception in 1988, Program for Belize has secured 260,000 acres of lush rainforest.
In the absence of such a project, this forest that will be standing here now wouldn't have been here. It would have been cropland, and that would have happened within a period of 5 to 6 years.
So we signed an agreement with the government of Belize, a trust agreement that ensures that Rio Bravo will be protected permanently.
Since 1989, the Nature Conservancy has joined Program for Belize's efforts to guard against the expanding agricultural frontier and threat of deforestation.
Overall, in this country, we need a lot of support when it comes to conservation, especially educational-wise. A lot of kids are here, never heard of some of these places, never heard of the effort people have been putting into trying to preserve these things so that they could be able to benefit and to see these things as their normal way.
The educational program is based out of a hill bank, the main research center, where international students, tourists, and foresters learn about conservation.
We do community outreach program where we bring kids from the community to visit Hillbank to see what Hillbank's all about, to see what we do, to let them know why it is important to protect the trees and the animals. We also have the problem of encountering people that is from the nearby community that once used to farm in this land. This used to be their bread and butter, and now that it's a protected area, we have to try to educate them and try other ways of providing income for these people.
We provide opportunities for them by jobs. We employ over 40 people permanently.
The Program for Belize has been a very huge part in promoting ecotourism in our buffer zone communities so that these guys can have a livelihood.
And the soup, they ranges from 2 to 12 in a soup. Scientifically, we refer to them as the troop of monkeys.
They can't conquer everything what we find.
The rangers help preserve the area by stopping logging, poaching, and looting of Mayan ruins.
This is from a very big vase.
That is the challenges in doing our job to the best of our ability. Because, for example, the Rio Bravo Conservation Management Area consists of 260,000 acres of land. And that land is managed by 8 rangers.
These guys that fell this tree would never use this tree because they wouldn't have the time to take this down, knowing that rangers are around here doing patrols. They would just leave this and they would go on to another tree.
So what we do is we try to find out the hot spots.
Obviously, they had a fireplace here.
The different season of the year and where we will send out our patrol so that we can mitigate incursion into this area.
In 1995, Program for Belize and the Nature Conservancy formed a unique partnership with utility companies, purchasing 33,000 acres of threatened rainforest to create the Rio Bravo carbon sequestration pilot project.
Height would be...
They have come to the table to work in Rio Bravo in sequestering carbon tons and offsetting the emissions.
Rio Bravo became one of the first pilot sites to implement the project to demonstrate that natural forests can contribute to addressing the climate change problem.
What we do is that we try to identify each individual species. So basically when they do calculate the carbon density, they calculate it by species, then they calculate it by the area.
That is approximately 32,000 acres, which includes broadleaf forest and pine savannas.
Rio Bravo is the first fully funded forest carbon sequestration project outside the U.S. It is estimated that the project's total acreage will reduce up to 10 million tons of carbon dioxide over 40 years.
The carbon credits can be put out in the market, and the hope is to create funds, an endowment perhaps, that would contribute to the larger puzzle of sustainability.
The Rio Bravo project is now a valuable part of over a 1 million-acre continuous forest complex shared with Guatemala and Mexico.
Our objective with Program for Belize is to reach that financial sustainability, which allows the forest to produce.
We are experimenting with sustainable timber extraction to develop a model that can ensure that it protects biodiversity and that it can be sustained throughout as long as we exist here.
As mahogany mature, it started to release carbon back into the atmosphere. What will happen is that when these trees here are felled, it creates a gap, and that gap caused natural regeneration of mahogany, which will continue to sequester more carbon. So what happened is that we would cut these lumbers, we would sell it. These lumbers will end up in someone's home as a furniture. All of this money comes back into Program for Belize for the proper management of the Rio Bravo Conservation Management Area.
In short, we want to demonstrate that Rio Bravo can pay for its conservation.
The Rio Bravo Conservation Management Area has become a model for the world, demonstrating how saving rainforests is a part of the solution to climate change.
Rio Bravo is certainly one of the best examples in the world in conservation.
It should happen not only in Belize, it should happen anywhere that needs people to help them to take care of the birds, all the animals, because we lose this, then we lose everything.
At the end of the day, you can live with yourself and say, I have contributed to this world and I have done something great in my life.